Mike, turn your games down.
Hi everybody, welcome to our comic episode of Games My Mom Found. I am Mike Albertin, and who's ready to race with me tonight?
I am your resident Sonic slut, Phoebe Stanton, and look, Mike, it's definitely not Eggman's daughter.
What?
We'll get there.
What? What?
Yeah.
You had
Did
to
I
open it
read
like
the
that.
wrong
Huh?
once?
We'll
33
talk about
through 36, correct?
33 to 36, yes.
Okay.
You read the right issue. So we are here to talk about Sonic the Hedgehog Volume 9, Chow Races and Badnik Bases. I like that title, actually.
It's a pretty solid one.
And it rhymed. I just realized that, too. Because I didn't read it out loud earlier. And this is one that's not written by Ian Flynn, actually. This is written by Evan Stanley, cover artist Gigi Dutrick, and line art Evan Stanley, and Adam Bryce Thomas. So this is, yeah, most of them up to now have all been Ian Flynn.
And
That
that
kinda
would explain some of the stuff in this comic.
I mean, I don't know if Ian Flynn doesn't take over anymore, or they were just like switching up for a bit, give him a break, or I'm not sure what happened.
It was probably to have it switch up for a bit, but this comic, this arc can feel a little fast and like it jumps around a bit. And now that you've said it's not Ian, can understand why.
Okay, so that makes some sense to you then.
Yeah.
I mean, the first cover, and this is technically the first arc after the Metal Virus saga, because the last thing we read was the miniseries, which was written by Ian Flynn, but this now is getting into the main series. So this is the first time that we're into Operation Remasters, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know.
Yeah, 1 through 32, he is the main writer, and then he kind of jumps around as a co-writer for quite a bit. And he also does the vast majority, it seems, of the side story stuff.
I wonder if he just needed a break.
Probably. Well, I mean, he was also doing the Archie comics for a very, very long time.
Oh, yeah. He probably just needed a break then, for sure.
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog, the Archie canon, 160 through 290. Man needs a break. He also did the entirety of the Mega Man Archie run.
Do you want to read that?
Let this guy get a breather.
All right. And the first cover is fine. Just Sonic, Amy, and Rouge in the background in like constellation form and a plane. It's nothing much to it. It's a very basic comic cover.
Yeah, I do like the little constellations, though.
They're cute. I mean, right away I noticed that this book felt a little different, too. Not in a bad way. I just could tell it felt different.
Because of the art style, or...
The art is a little different.
It's very...
Not by much, but the colors something seemed different.
It feels almost like faded in a way.
That's a good way to put it.
Like you're opening up a comic from the 90s and it's actually got some 30 years worth of degradation to it while still looking good.
I know how that goes. I have older comics that I will never dare open. So I get that. I have a first appearance of Hawkeye. I will never open that book because I'm worried if I open it, it will fall apart in my hand.
Yeah, that thing will just turn into the dust.
Mm-hmm. But it's why it's never coming out of that plastic bag. It's never, barely going to be moved. It should be slabbed in plastic. I don't want to do that, because I don't do that. I mean, it is kind of nice. Like, with this issue starts off with Sonic sleeping in a tree, which he deserves a little bit of rest after all the shit he's been through the last fucking arc.
What? No, what could possibly have happened to him? Sonic. Nothing bad happens to Sonic.
I believed that until I read all that fucking issues, and I'm like, my God, this is dark. But assuming this is going to get dark too later. So,
oh, buddy, you don't know the half of it.
It does show Rouge. We haven't had a lot of Rouge in this series yet, if I remember correctly. Like, you have Rouge, Amy, Tails. They're in Tails' workshop, and they're working on Omega, which is just ahead because he got his ass pretty much destroyed last issues from the main series.
The Omega version of Omega. Giant robot using Omega as a heart.
That was cool, though. I did like that. I mean, this is just interesting, too, like the whole idea they want to rebuild Omega, but they need parts, and the parts they can't just find anywhere. But, of course, Rouge knows where they can go to get these parts.
I do love that it is reminiscent of Sonic Adventure 1. Like, we had the Badniks, which are the OG Sonic the Hedgehog. Robots look like animals. And then we've got the 100 series, which are like beta Gamma, all of them.
Okay.
And now modern Sonic is the little Eggman soldier toy things.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, no, we can't just make Omega back using the newer Eggman parts. We have to use stuff from the E100 series because he is the last of the E100 series.
That's why he's Omega?
Yeah, ha ha ha. But I don't think we've ever actually seen an alpha.
I don't know if we have. Hey, it could have been just a ruined prototype, so he just kept going. I mean, Alpha and Omega in the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
The reason I know that is because of Xenogears. Opening lines. Fucking love that game. I don't know. It's cute. And then, like, with Rouge showing them that they have to go to this place with Chow races. So, of course, they need a Chow to get in. I like when they call Cream's mother, and Cream is just making cookies with cheese and chocolate, is that his name?
Chocola.
And General, whatever the fuck his name is.
General with an M. We now understand because of the Chaotix files.
You understand. I haven't listened to it.
It's really good.
It was a really cute moment watching her make cookies. And then, like, it just made me smile. You know, and I needed that with Sonic. After the fucking stuff we've been reading, I needed something that was, like, lighthearted and friendly like this.
I like chocolate shoving the entire face into the raw cookie dough.
I mean, that's what you do with raw cookie dough, right?
That is correct.
You don't need to bake cookies, just eat the raw. That's what I want. Exactly. I don't like cookie dough.
They now make cookie dough that is explicitly made for eating raw. It doesn't use eggs.
Same.
Yeah, but it will not give you the salmonella.
You're not for sure going to get salmonella. There's just a chance.
You're right. Every time I've ever had raw cookie dough, and I'm not going to say it's above 100 times, I have never gotten sick, so it's fine. Chocolate has the right idea.
And I've eaten raw cookie dough too many times, too, so... Yeah. I mean, you can eat eggs raw, too. Look at Rocky. I'm pretty sure he does that in the movies. And people do it.
It's the protein.
Yeah. Cookie dough is so great.
You hear that, children? Raw eggs is good for you. It's protein, so eat all of the cookie dough.
There was a cookie dough place at Mall America, you know, with the cookie dough you could eat, but that doesn't exist anymore.
Damn you. Why would you tell me this?
I mean, it's the Mall America stuff comes back all the time and disappears. It didn't do well. I never had it. So, all right, and then after you see, so they call Cream, and Cream will allow them to go, but want Gemdrol to come with them, or Cream's mother, I should say. And then
Vanilla?
Sonic and, yes, Vanilla, that's her name. I forgot her name. And then you have Sonic and Tails go to an old Badnik base that Sonic had mentioned that he knew about. And I do like how they kind of make it feel like a horror comic for like a couple scenes where they're creeping around this dark place. You see a character running in the background and you don't really...
Ruby Shadow!
But man, when you see all the stuffed Tails, Knuckles, and Sonic things, that is just strange too.
So, okay, you have not played Sonic Adventure 1. That is a level in Sonic Adventure 1.
Oh!
When you start as, I think Gamma's the character you play as. Because one of the 6 characters you have to play as in Sonic Adventure 1 is an Eggman robot in the E100 series. And the whole point of their story is them realizing that they're secretly a flicky in a robot body and trying to figure out who they are. And so one of the levels actually is an Eggman test site where Eggman is telling you, kill all these Sonics and Tails. And so that is where you predominantly learn how to play as Gamma, which is all about locking on and stuff. Like, if you've played Tails and Eggman in Sonic Adventure 2, it's the exact same gameplay.
I really need to play Adventure 1 someday.
You really do!
A game, I've only ever played it for like maybe 20 minutes and I did not like it. I never went back to it after all.
We need to play it!
Yeah, maybe I'll put it on the show. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have it part of the show and to finally experience it.
Excellent.
We'll see. So many games, only 52 weeks to put on main episodes.
4 episodes per week.
Yeah, using comics and shorter games.
I mean, that means we could do the Sonic Advance games. Ha ha ha.
I want to, yeah. And then you have Amy, Cream, and Rouge, and Gemdrol, and the Chows are going to the amusement park place to go bet cheese, essentially. And I do like how they run into Shadow for a brief thing, and he's just there, and then he's like, yeah, I'm not joining you. And
I just realized that Amy's car has eyelashes on the headlights.
People do that. I did not notice that either until just now, but when I used to work at Sam's Club, there was a woman that worked there that I had a crush on, that she also had eyelashes on her car too, so.
Of course.
Yeah. I like all the stuff when they get to the resort. You see Oma Chow, and that made me big ass smile. Fucking hated Oma Chow, but it was nice to see him again.
You have Oma Chow. I'm fairly certain that the Chow Garden track that they show in the bottom left corner panel is a track from one of the Sonic Adventure games. I love they have the equivalent of the crazy cat lady, and she's just got 4 of the same green Chow climbing all over her.
Oh, I did not catch. Yeah, that is cool. Okay.
And then, of course, you have a Shadow Chow.
Man, the amount of little joy I felt by seeing the Shadow Chow, because I knew what that was, and I knew how hard that is to fucking get. I spent way too much time in Sonic Adventure 2.
Can we now just call it a Chowdo at this point?
I want to boo you, but at the same time, I'm like, that's not bad. And then also in this, Rouge goes by a different name because, of course.
Yeah. So, of course, going by Facet, something that Jules have, because she has no chill at all.
Oh, did not realize that's what that word meant, or was a reference to. Okay, thank you.
I'm fairly certain Facet has to do with, like, gems specifically.
I don't know the word. I wasn't familiar with the word. I knew it was a word. I didn't know what it wasn't a word I'm familiar with.
A facet is a small, smooth, flat surface on a hard object such as a bone or a cut gemstone.
Hey, I learned something new. Thank you, Phoebe.
You're welcome. We have now become an educational podcast.
We're an educational podcast. We teach you about games you might never play and comics you'll never read. Educational. So, all right. I do like how Rouge puts on a rouge. Or what is not rouge? What's the word that I was going for that pun that didn't work? Facade? No, I don't know what I was going. But I like Rouge a lot in this. And then this is when you first get introduced to the possum character, which I knew he existed because he's in the Wikipedia and I saw his name before, Clutch.
Yeah, Clutch will come back.
I figured they weren't going to just use him once. He's a possum that is a mob boss, technically. Yeah.
You didn't think you needed Mafia in your Sonic, but here we are.
It works.
It's so good.
It didn't bother me. And then you have your first Chow race where Cheese barely wins because he exerts himself at the very last. So I don't think he should have won because that other Chow looked like he crossed, but fine. There's no at the very end to win the race, which apparently only one person can win this race to go on to the other.
Well, it says the qualifying bracket, so I think like if 3 get over, then.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I was just wondering about that because, like, you need a race. But there's a lot of fucking Chows in this fucking race, though. Like, my God. And the amount of stuff that I recognize about these Chows also kind of bothered me because, like, I saw the one with the ears. You see one drowning with how they swim when they don't have a high swim level. And I'm like, man, you are bringing back old memories.
Everybody loves the Chow Garden, Mike.
I spent so much time in that fucking garden when I was younger.
It's worse now when there are achievements for getting all of the Chow karate and the Chow races done.
I did it anyway. You got emblems.
That is true. Goddamn these games and their 100% marks.
But I enjoyed seeing all the different symbols and it just the way the Chows looked. It made me happy to see. So it was cool. And then Cheese wins or makes it, whatever the hell she does. And I like how they have a little first aid center for the Chows too. And this is when you find out that the Shadow Chow is Clutch's. And that Clutch is a shitty ass fucking villain. No surprise there. Because, this is when he tells Rouge, why don't you come to, my apartment and we'll try to make a deal or something.
Yeah, and it's just a giant ass storeroom filled to the brim with stuff.
I like that. And I like that he knows exactly who Rouge is anyway. Like, he doesn't even... He's like, yeah, I know who you are.
How many other back characters have we seen in this universe?
0, but just because we haven't doesn't mean that there aren't others. That's how I look at it. There has to be others of a type of species. Then it's just that we're only introduced to one because it's supposed to be special. Not like Knuckles, where he's the only echidna left. Correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so that's how I look at it. It's just that they aren't important, so we just don't see them because they want her to be special. Like, we don't see other hedgehogs either, and I don't, besides Sonic and Shadow.
Well, Silver.
Oh, okay, but all 3 are special.
Yeah, and we'll see some in a little bit that are, like, in the background, so I feel like I have to point out for reasons.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll get there in a little bit. So yeah, Rouge and Clutch might make a deal. He is willing to give Rouge whatever she wants, but only if you give me cream. Cheese, yes.
He wanted the chow. He didn't want to export. He wasn't on Epstein's island.
God damn it.
The girl. He wanted the chow, the race.
Yeah, he's not orange. I understand. He's green. God damn.
Yes, he's a slaver, not a pedophile that we know of. And then so I was confused by this part. So Rouge, well, I mean, because you're meant to be confused. Rouge is in the hallway, then she sees somebody in a winter coat with a hood on, and she goes, "You," and then it ends. And you don't know who it was that she was talking to. And then the next couple panels before this is Shadow sees that same figure on a rooftop and chases after him, but is unable to stop him and we don't see who it is again.
But we know who it is instantly.
I did not.
You didn't recognize the glowing blue, yellow, and red.
No.
Damn it.
I know. I felt dumb when he revealed himself. I'm like, oh yeah.
Like the very last volume reread. I have this new thing. I'm gonna call it the Tricore.
It's been like a month since we read that though.
Yeah, it's been way too long. We should have done 3 of these by now.
Yeah, well, my schedule changed. That's why we haven't done these as much.
Yeah, so did mine.
Yeah, yours did too, Ashley. Except mine was by my choice. Yours was by the slavers.
Yeah, by people not knowing that, hey, we can't just have 3 people in a factory. Yes, we can!
So, and then the ad for this one is bad guys. So I know you always like when I tell you the ads in the bottom of these comics.
Oh, yeah. Hey, who's this mysterious person glowing blue, yellow, and red? Find out in this totally not spin-off comic.
It's not a spin-off comic. It's a miniseries. But, I mean, it's very important to this story, but that's comics for you in a nutshell. All right, then bring issue 34. I like this cover.
I love this art.
It is pretty. I just
Jesus
think it's really
so
cool.
happy.
He's winning the race, and there's a dark child next to him, and yeah, man, Chow, so many old memories. So this starts off with Amy and Cream and Rouge is somewhere, but they're at a table and they're eating at this ski resort. I do like this stuff. Like I like how they're eating just like straight up, dessert.
Well, hey, waffles are breakfast, and I think Amy's eating a parfait.
Oh, that's what that's called.
With a cup of coffee, because coffee exists in this universe, it turns out.
Why wouldn't it?
And I just realized, how many sugar packets does she have next to that mug of coffee?
Look, I did not catch that because I did not pay attention.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's a lot.
Yes. Shit, maybe she is eating an ice cream sundae.
I mean, hey, when you like sweets, you like sweet. And when you get too used to sweets, you need more and more sugar to compensate for it. So, yeah. But then when you quit eating a lot of sugar, you definitely do notice a difference in how you don't need stuff to be so sweet. But yeah, not what we're here for. It's just cool to see the stuff with, and then you have Shadow being kind of detective in this, and then it cuts to some stuff with the Chow races. I love all the Chow race things. Like there's one point when you see like the square and triangle fruits, and I'm like, I know those.
Yeah, my memory of Sonic Advance definitely helped with that one.
Oh yeah, Sonic Advance has Chow stuff too, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. At least the first one.
Carries over to Sonic Adventure 2.
The GameCube one, I think.
Yeah, if you have the right stuff. Man, old memories. And then eventually Shadow, he goes into Clutch's place and he finds a cage. He lifts off the top of the cage and then we don't see what's underneath it. And then it cuts back to the races. And
Shadow, you are not part of Rouge's plan. Has the code word changed? And Shadow's like, what the fuck? What is Omega doing here?
That freaked me out too. Then I realized, oh, it's just Omega. I did not know that was Omega at first. I was confused in this comic for a bit.
That's what I mean. This one definitely feels a little disjointed at places, like it jumps around a lot. But now it makes more sense, and it's not Ian.
And the story is trying to have a little bit of that spy story to it. I mean, this is also very James Bond-y. That's a word, I guess. Because it takes place in a ski resort. You have a crime lord. Like, it fits that type of idea.
Great. Now I have in my head, no, Mr. Hedgehog, I expect you to die.
I do like Goldfinger's a dumb movie, but man, do I like it. Where'd Mr. Goldfinger go? He went to play his golden harp. That movie. All right. And yeah, that's kind of what I felt like they're going for. And this is when Clutch then tells Rouge that he wants cheese and pretty much threatens her. And then Shadow shows up and kicks him in the face.
Shadow's a good boy.
And this is when they find out, this is when you find out too that the Chow are all in a cage, but the cage has like 6, 7 different locks on it, so they can't open it without hurting the Chows.
Yeah, and okay, not only that, some of these Chows are also in the qualifying rounds. So any Chow that loses, he just stole from the owners.
He probably bought them.
God damn, what a shitty asshole.
I mean, probably has money. I mean, it's not like he owns a ski resort, so he has money. And it's not surprising that, people are just like, okay, I'll sell them. They're things. They're not.
No, they are family members. Chows are supposed to be loved.
It depends on the person. People sure, will sell and race and sell horses. I mean, that's kind of what this is a reference to.
But nobody does that to my cat.
To be fair, if you try to race cats, they would just sit there and stare at you.
Yeah, that's true.
Cats don't cooperate when you want them to.
And that's
cats.
because they're perfect.
I tell that to my girl every day as she knocks shit over off my bookshelves and things, and I still tell her she's perfect.
Which one?
Kira.
Of course, that's Kira.
Wherever she is right now. I think she's sleeping. I don't know. She'll find me later. She knows where to find me. So, all right. So then they find out about the cage. They leave Clutch there because Clutch is knocked out from his one kick. Then it's back to Sonic and Tails.
Well, okay, we're missing a little detail, which is that Rouge is kind of very apprehensive of telling Amy part of the plan, which actually will come into major effect in another issue or two.
Yes, because it's not part of... Okay, now I remember why. Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
But yes, meanwhile, the epic fight between Sonic and Knuckles.
I do like how he just punches the stuffed animal. It's fun.
And it's been around for so long that it's got like spider webs or something in it, so something just sticks to his hand.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's funny. And then as they're in the base, they run. He kicked something and then around, and they find a new character.
Yeah, and Belle.
That her name?
Yeah, her name is Belle.
Okay.
She is great.
Did not expect a new character, and I like how Sonic just tries to hit her immediately, and she just dodges all his attacks.
Well, because she's a robot.
I know, but still, maybe not try to hit the person you just met right away.
And also, okay, all of the perfect names that Sonic comes up for her before she tells her name. Oh yeah, Eggman must have come up with you. What did he name you this time? Papatron, Warionette, Ventriloquist.
They are funny, yes. They're very fitting of Sonic and Eggman. I did laugh at that. And this is also a very important part. If you pull her tail, kicks.
Yep.
Come in handy later.
She is perfect little snowflake. She is an angel.
So as Tails is trying to hack the computer, he ends up alerting the security system. And so a bunch of Badniks come out. I don't recognize these Badniks.
Well, they're the little... The crab ones? They're from the OG Sonic. From the Dreamcast.
That's why I don't recognize them.
A bunch of these were in Green Hill Zone.
Oh, because I know he said they explode when you hit them, and I didn't recognize them. I mean, they don't look like the normal crab, because the normal crabs in Green Hill Zone have clippers. Claws. They have claws.
Yeah, they're definitely Gen 1 Sonic things. The grabby anti-grav UFO one, that one I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But it's eluding me.
Because you haven't played all the Sonic games either.
That is true.
Which I'm actually surprised.
There are a lot of things to remember in the Sonic universe.
There are. And this comic actually brings them into effect, which is pretty impressive. Not what I expected. So then this ends with the place is on fire, Badniks are coming, and Sonic says, we need to get out. Or we need all the help we can. And that ends that issue. Brings us to the next one.
Brings us to the ad.
The ad is just the annual again.
Well, damn.
So, no good ads yet. Or no random ass. I like the random ass shit sometimes. All right, then this cover for 35, I fucking like this cover. Because it's the Chow races, and one of the Chows is wearing a skull. And I remember doing that to my Chows.
Oh, and Chaos Soda as sponsored by Shadow.
Just funny little shit. It's a cool ass cover.
And then instead of starting at the Chow races, we start instantly with Sonic, Tails, and Belle trying to get out of an Eggman base.
They get out pretty quick. It was cool. It was cool to watch.
No problems. Tails gets captured.
Oh yeah, and then Belle saves him, so it shows that Belle is not a bad character.
No, she is a good girl.
I did not know she existed. I have never seen anything of her before until this comic. I mean, I know it was her first appearance, but I didn't know she even existed. I never
good.
Fan art, nothing. Or if I did, I wouldn't know. But yeah.
So happy you have not been spoiled on this character.
I'm not spoiled on a lot of stuff for Sonic, apparently.
I am hoping you are also not spoiled for some stuff later down the line.
Probably not. I don't really go into the Sonic mines.
Excellent.
Like some people I know. And then they escape the base, get on the plane. I like how someone, I think it's Sonic, come like, okay, you got to hang on to the wing, and she's like, what?
Yeah. Just get ready to fly. Make sure to hold on tight. Wait, what? Ah!
I like that. She literally just, they're both just holding on. I mean, yeah, it was
Such
cool.
a good girl.
And then it goes back to the ski lodge. Sonic now shows up there. I like that too, where Amy's like, I know you'd come. You did? I was hoping.
Yeah. Well, Tails called for us. Wait, did he? Wait, what?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. He's Sonic. He's kind of an idiot at times.
But hey, we have a person here. We have our new character, Belle. This cage has so many locks on it, Mike, but don't worry. She's really good at tinkering.
I did not like what you just said. Now I understood. I do like how her fingers all pop out as different tools. She's like, I can open locks.
Mike, what upsets you about that?
The way you said it.
What?
Tinkering, because she's the daughter of the Tinkerer.
Hey, there you go. Somebody got it.
He didn't want to get it.
Because she's very adamant that Eggman is not her father. And that's true. Eggman isn't her father.
Tinkerer is.
Exactly.
Fair. So then they take her to where the cage was, and they find out that Clutch was playing possum.
Oh my god.
Kinda
Crazy.
I did chuckle a little bit about that one. And then Amy pulls out her hammer, though. So she's like, all right, let's fuck. Then pulls that.
Excuse me?
Let's fuck with a hammer. Fashion time. I know I used the wrong terminology. Huh?
I was about to say, okay, I now have to look up Clutch X Amy and see how much was drawn. People, you have one job if you're listening to this episode.
Don't look that up.
Also, just
sure there's
remember,
stuff.
Clutch has a gun. Not like a fun little ha-ha, but much like how Mimic has an actual fucking Bowie knife, Clutch just has an old flintlock pistol.
Oh, I thought that was a cigar he was holding.
No, that is a gun.
Yep, it makes sense. He's the mob boss. And then he has a giant bear robot that comes out for some reason.
I recognize this not at all.
Me either. I don't know what it was from. The way these Sonic comics are is you know it's from something, but I don't know where.
It could be. It could also just be the idea that there are giant Badnik robots.
Yeah, but this comic feels like it likes to pull stuff from all the different Sonic games.
Well,
And there's a lot of stuff to pull from.
there is a computer in front of us.
Yes, but I'm not interested enough to figure it out. So, all right, and then she smashed something into the robot's face, and then it cuts to Tails and Rouge are on a roller coaster tied up, which I was very confused. And then I remembered because Tails went off to go meet with Rouge, and Rouge was acting all suspiciously, as you said. So then it made sense
Yeah.
a little bit.
And then we go back to
confused.
2 issues beforehand where there was just a person when she left Clutch's apartment. There's a person in a coat, and she goes, "You!"
Hypnotize. And then you see the figure in the cloak too, or the snow jacket looks like an ice climber on the roller coaster. And it isn't until you see Sonic, and then when Sonic arrives there and almost get hit by I guess he threw one of the cars at Sonic then from the coaster.
Yeah, but thank goodness Sonic's boyfriend was there to catch him.
That was a cute scene. It really was. And this is when he finally reveals himself to be Dr. Starline.
We all love you, Dr. Starline.
Is he pretty much the main villain then for this arc, I'm assuming?
Mike.
I know. What?
He's
Question?
the main villain for a very, very good while.
Mm-hmm.
If you're asking if he's the
Okay.
main villain for this Eggman's Legacy Operation, whatever the fuck arc,
Yes, that's the question.
sort of,
Okay.
and what his plans are. Oh man. But Starline loves being the classic villain, and so he has to give his dramatic reveal and even berates Tails for trying to ruin it. And then, yes. Wait, I prepared a surprise just for you. It'll be ready in 3, 2, 1. Voila. We had such fun in the snow last time. I thought you might enjoy an encore. So what'll it be? Save your friends or the hundreds of ignorant innocents waiting in the chateau as he starts a fucking avalanche?
Yeah, which doesn't make sense.
Why does it not make sense?
Seems like it put him in danger too.
The chateau is far away enough.
Okay.
The roller coaster's on the complete opposite side of the chateau than the mountain.
Fair enough. And that brings us to issue 36. I like this cover. Sonic's on like a snowboard, Tails in the
It's all right.
background. The machines are from Sonic 3, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
That's what
okay.
made me smile. I could be wrong, but I think they're from Sonic 3.
No fun ad, huh?
Oh, Goosebumps. I forgot.
There was a Goosebumps run.
There's a comic of everything, Phoebe.
Yeah, just I didn't know it was IDW.
IDW's pretty good.
Yeah, they are. They do.
Do some
We've talked
interesting
about
things.
this in the past. One of my favorite comics of all time is by IDW.
What is it again?
Lock and Key.
Oh, yeah. There's also a Last Unicorn 6-issue miniseries, which essentially is the movie, but in comic form. Which is also really rare, by the way. Yeah, it's good. The comic is really fucking rare, though, and there's no trade of it.
That's silly.
It is, because the second issue was $20 on eBay, and the first issue was over $100, so not cheap. I only own the second issue. And the only reason I know this is because me and Tiff yesterday met the author, and he signed her comic book for her, and an art, that's all I know.
Aww.
And the guy is in his 80s. But he was nice to his fans. All right, and then the way this issue starts off is Sonic and Shadow are on the coaster, Rouge and Tails are still tied up, and they're going to go attack Dr. Starlight. I like how Rouge does free herself, though. I thought that was good.
Of course. Rouge knows how to take care of herself.
She does. I thought that was... And Tails just stays tied up because he doesn't know how.
And I love that Starline, again, gets the perfect villain line out. You decide, a couple 100 tons of snow falling on those innocent heads or tails? What the hell is going on in the background on your side?
My phone decided to play an ad. I couldn't stop it right away because I was confused. It's done now.
Oh, God.
That might stay in. So I like this stuff. I know Omega shows up. What were you saying, Phoebe, before you were really interrupted by my phone trying to sell us something?
That Starline pulls off the perfect little villain pun of, are you willing to save a few 100 heads? Or one tails, pretty much.
Yeah. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one, which I do believe in a lot of that, but yes.
Thank you, Rathacon.
I think it was an episode. It's on the show now, finally. And then it cuts back to Amy and them. They're still fighting the big bear robot, and other badniks are attacking them, and then eventually Tinkerer finally opens up all the cage, and then all the Chow come out and help fight, which was cute.
Because Cream convinced them, because Cream's a good girl.
I do like Cream. Cream is good in this. She's a good character.
She is.
I know her
really
much.
Need to listen to the Chaotix Files.
Listen to the podcasts I should listen to because I create a lot of podcasts, but I don't listen to them right now just because of the way my life is, but eventually I will again. I only do it really when I'm driving, and usually when I'm driving I talk to my parents because I don't talk to them enough, so I'm like, I should give them a call. But it varies. When I used to have a retail job and had a lot of I would listen to a lot of podcasts then when I had time, or when I drove from store to store all the fucking time. Yeah, I don't anymore, as much as I'd like to. But it does sound interesting. Maybe someday I'll listen to it all and then we'll talk about it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's only like 6 to 8 episodes.
That's not bad. And then so the avalanche is coming. Sonic and Shadow then go off to stop the avalanche. I like how their one idea is to cut down a bunch of trees to try to stop it, which doesn't work.
Yeah, it's fine. We won. Fuck.
Yeah, avalanches are pretty powerful, so yeah, makes sense. It didn't work.
We're at the point. We are at the page I was thinking about earlier.
What page is that? Or what?
When we just had the conversation about how, man, there's only like 3 or 4 hedgehogs in the Sonic universe.
Oh.
And then Oma Chow,
yeah.
I think you guess, we have just received warning of an impending danger to the chateau. And there is all of Sonic, if he was born a little girl, Pink Sonic, and Amy with Sonic's hair in a purple fur coat.
You are correct.
And tell me I'm wrong.
I want to, but you're not.
But you can't.
No, Phoebe is unfortunately right. That's cool, though. You don't see a lot of them. And that makes sense, because only the echidna, as we said earlier, is the last of his species, so it makes sense. And so then the team tries to attack, or Dr. Starline, they get into a fight with Dr. Starline. We see him using his different cores, which I thought was kind of cool. And then the way they beat him is by pulling the tail of Belle, and then she kicks him in the face. And then I like how he's like, oh shit, the avalanche is coming. And it doesn't destroy the chateau, but it does do some damage to the bottom floors, I guess.
I love, okay, so the best part is that Tails pulls on Belle's tail, and she looks horrified. She really hates violence.
Okay, did not know that.
Well, remember, she's made by Mr. Tinkerer, and Mr. Tinkerer was like hyper passive.
Yeah, what happened to that?
You know, this platypus motherfucker decided to ruin everything.
And
much like in this issue where this platypus motherfucker decides to ruin everything.
Because he's an asshole. He does fuck everything up all over again. Okay, that's cool. I look forward to seeing more where that goes.
Well, it's okay. So that's the funny part, is that this 4-issue arc feels, for the majority of it, like it's just a little side quest to get Omega back to normal and have some funny haha times with Chow racing and stuff. But there is a major overarching development here, which we have not talked about. There is a reason why Starline is here in the first place. And he has pointed out a few times during these last few issues. He is here for Tails.
Oh, yeah, because he tries to capture Tails, too.
Yeah, he tries a few times. He doesn't get away with it, but he does try to get Tails.
What does he need Tails for? They haven't said yet, right?
We'll find out later.
Okay, that's what I figured. And so after the avalanche happens, you see Dr. Starline get hit with the avalanche, and then Sonic and Shadow, of course, come out of the snow, and then everyone reunites, and then he shows them back. I do like the scene when they're back at the workshop, and you see all the Chows playing on the swing set and having tea, and a couple are just laying down like Chow do.
I see that the bunny Chow has a Chow egg covering the top of their head.
As you do.
I just recognize that one of the Chow is one of the Knights Chow.
Oh, the one on top of the swing set?
Yeah.
Did not catch that. Man, fucking Chows. So Omega, is that the same body he had, or is that a different body they make for him?
I mean, it's a new body.
But is it the same design? It looked different, or maybe I just don't remember Omega that well. That's what I was curious. I'm assuming it's the same, but I don't. Omega's not a character I'm super familiar with.
Let
I did read a lot of these comics
open
already,
up volume 3 real quick, and I will tell you.
Yeah, yours is easier to do than mine. Open up, because yours is a physical copy.
I probably will not find it anytime soon.
That's fine. And then and then I think it's what happened. Oh, I do like how the Shadow Chow is in the forest with Shadow playing with him. And then it shows, so Belle's kind of joining the team, and then I think that's when she said Eggman didn't create me, then who did, and she won't say anything.
It is relatively the same design. There are some color differences, like the green in between the toes that wasn't existent there, and the legs should be red instead of black, but otherwise, yeah, it's the same design-wise, just lightly off on colors.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that. I don't know if that's what I noticed or not, or why but I had to point it out. All right. And then Dr. Starline shows back up at his base, and you see those green tubes again that you told me would play a part later someday.
Yeah, totally going to play a part.
No, I believe you, unfortunately. I know you're right. So
yeah, he has stolen a little bit of Tails' fur. Oh my goodness, what could he do with that?
That's what I was wondering too, and I'm pretty sure I'll find out.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. It's important.
Oh, it is. It is very important, Mike.
And that's a piece of Belle, I'm correct?
Oh, wait, what do you mean? I didn't even notice that.
Isn't that a piece of wood? No, that's Tails' fur.
Yeah, no, in the little tube?
Yeah, the little tube, that's Tails' fur.
Yeah, that's Tails' fur.
So he's going to clone Tails.
He's going to do something.
Okay.
He is definitely going to do a thing.
Okay. I'm curious to see where this goes, as always. I am still enjoying this comic a lot. And I'm glad that we're back to read another arc of this.
I'm glad. We've only got like 4 left or 5 left. Until May, because that is when volume 6 comes out for me.
May is next month, so.
I know, but then it'll be another year before Collection 7 comes out.
So what you're telling me is, I should move so we can get caught up and then we can do other stuff.
Oh, like what other type of stuff, Mike?
I don't know. I have multiple comic runs I want to talk about. So, but I think let's go to Shelf Stacker Box and Phoebe, lead us in, please.
Oh, that's actually a really good question because it does help with furthering along the big story arc that's going on, but only by a little bit. It's a dumb, fun arc that introduces Belle, who's a character I love, and introduces Clutch, who will come back. But all in all, it can feel a little disjointed at times because it's not Ian writing it, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
The art is fantastic. It's some of the better arc. It feels like an old, faded comic, even though it's not. I'm going to give this, like a stack, but it's a very high stack.
No, that's fitting of it, for sure. I think I'll do the same. I'll put in the stack also. I did enjoy it, though. But you are right. The more you mention it, it does feel a little disjointed and not as solid as some of the other work. But it's also a new arc that we're getting into, and this is the beginning of it. So, but I enjoyed it still. But I think I'll put in the stack too and follow your lead because it wasn't as fun as some of them for me.
No,
but still good.
And also, you are getting the right idea on what's going on in this universe.
I am definitely excited to read more, and it felt good to come back to this because it's been a little while, so it felt good to read some more Sonic again. And I looked at the cover of the next issue, and it has your girl on there, Tangle. So
yeah, one of my girls. There's like 3 now.
Yeah, there are. All right, and I guess we should just go to plugs. Phoebe.
Hi, I'm the Let's Play Princess. You can find me over on Twitch and YouTube under the same name, where as of this recording, I have been uploading the entire backlog of Paranormal Site. Mike didn't know that. Ha ha ha. You can also find me on Twitter and Blue Sky as the LP Princess and as one of the co-hosts of the wonderful show with my buddy, Teacher Blue85. We call it Nerds Broadcast. And you can probably find me on a bunch of other podcasts like the one you're listening to right now, The Game of Looks at 40, Jacqueline Presents King of the Big House, absolutely the best podcast of work in progress, and soon, for me anyway, Conversations with Robbie Sherman.
All right. And if you enjoyed this episode, over 900 other episodes of this podcast, we do movies, TV shows, video games, comic. If you want to hear all our Sonic content, it will be in the show notes for this episode. There is a lot now, including all the comics before this, so check that out if you randomly decide to listen to this one and you're confused. Listen to the rest of them. And if you want to support the show, we do have a Patreon. Little Dog vote in our Patreon poll. We have 1 to 2 polls a month, currently 2 again. And if you donate $10 or more, we'll plug your podcast or YouTube or whatever it is that you do every episode you make during that month, like these lovely people. You already heard from Phoebe Stanton. Check out Zach's show. Absolutely the best podcast of work in progress. We talk about the Marvel movies. They are currently doing the Alien Predator franchise. And then also check out Bill Tucker's show, A Gamer Looks at 40, and his new podcast, Carrying My Cross. And I want to give a shout out to my awesome intro and outro crew, Helena at Hell Has Free. Follow her on TikTok and Instagram. And join our Discord. If you want to be on the show, you want to suggest things for the show, join the Discord. We're always happy to have new people join us and chat with us. You'll see a link in the show notes for that. And please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, YouTube, audio only, and rate and reviews wherever you get your podcasts. I think that's everything I need to say, so we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.